Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Cut! 180!
58's the mic.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
A former Seminole back home in Florida, it's Dalvin Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Cobb now looking to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Ric Flair. Check safety, check safety.
They run the counter with Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
White 20! You ain't going nowhere.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Raiders.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Shift. Value 3. Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Right there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
And bring it.
It's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Out of the gun. Gone. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Raiders nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Hold on. Check. 12. Turbo set.
Goff now to throw. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And it's third down.
Cut! Mike 20! Dula! Woo-hoo! What's that?
Third and long. It's gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Raiders nothing.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. An update from Buffalo. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go!
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, hey, watch edge, watch edge. Watch edge, watch edge, watch edge.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
We got this.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Come on, set! 50, plant!
Mike 58, right there. Coming to you, coming to you.
Five!
Here's the former Heisman winner is Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Get ready, get
It's a
ready.
gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3 down, 3 down.
Throwing on first down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Let's go! 60 Pittsburgh!
What we got, what we got, what we got?
Shoot!
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, baby!
8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go
8
now!
yards the gain on that
70,
last
Indy.
run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
I know he ain't got it. Tighten up.
Protein spill.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shift. Watch the shift. Pick that. Pick.
Gone. Get it.
They'll run with Lindsay.
Run. Get it.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Yeah, baby.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Man, I got you.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Philip Lindsay.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Got it.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal.
Recon 132 fighter.
Slam.
Here's Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
4 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
Now Lutz for the field goal try.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right?
2
And
for
turnover,
1.
you just
2 for
noted it.
1.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first
He was
down.
brought down by Josh Bynes. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
All day, every day, any day.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Gone.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Thomas has got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. "51's the mic, boys. 51. I'm coming up.
Goff now looks to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time.
Here we go.
And that will come the offense as they take over. They've gone to the 2nd quarter in Buffalo. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field, still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Okay,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Okay, double up. 59's Mike. Check. 59. You must
Hard. Big grip.
To throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Go. Now.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for the penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Watch the flat motion. Bop.
Hit it.
On first down, Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Okay, ready?
Boys, 58. 58 is Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, check 24.
Five.
On 1st and 10, Herbert and Braith, the tight end's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they're stopping with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Right up.
2nd and 5.
Check 50.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 23 yards for the touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Next to score, Buccaneers 17, Raiders nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here?
Well, I'm trying something. First down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. It's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here goes tonight. 120.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw right across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Tampa offense
30
ready
base.
to get their drive started. They
Big
built a
stop,
good
D.
first
Big
half
stop.
lead. Now they have a
Let's go.
chance to add on
Check.
to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive
22 jump
staff
bomber, 22
spent
jump
the
bomber.
entire halftime just working with them
Watch the
on,
safety creep.
here's what we think they're going to
Check
do
the
to
backer, check
attack
the
us in the
backer.
second half. This first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any
Yeah,
adjustments
baby.
that might
Yeah.
be made defensively.
Ready,
The
ready.
run only got a
10
yard.
to
Here's
stop.
2nd and 9.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
Topper, topper.
Shift. Check 52. Shift.
Let's go.
On second down, a run with Lindsey.
Run.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being correct. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the run.
Get it.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on,
So after
set.
the run for
90,
no gain,
wolf.
here's second and 10.
Rip right.
61, matchbox lights. Ready.
On the counter, Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go. 50, plant.
59.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, get him. Watch the edge. Under 10. 10.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
We go
The
tonight.
Warrior offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
Let's go,
Sometimes
baby.
they throw
Let's
in
go.
a big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Not
So they'll
120.
come up first and 10
Mike,
now from the
58 right there.
33.
Let him know.
They run Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Tonight, 180.
51. I'm coming.
You better get ready, quarterback.
Hey, kill. What?
Gone. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing on third. Gone. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first and 10, Goff. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's just me and you.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to bring him down, and that is number 17 for him now on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 51.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
The throw is gone. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Let's go.
And at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check. Lucky. Showing 8.
On the ball.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
You're trash. Sponge. No. 30.
Look. Squeeze.
Back.
Big river.
They keep Henry on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Set, ready. 18, Gator.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
458's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch.
X3, 218, chopper. Snap.
On second down.
Let's go.
It's Lindsey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front
On the
in order
ready.
to bring this one home.
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and 11. Back to throw. Herbert is going to fire one deep
ain't
over
doing
the
nothing
middle.
today.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call it a 3-yard game, and it'll bring up a second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Raider first down.
Goff now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now Cook. And they're going going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off his big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 38, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe he's going to risk an injury. Back to throw, Goff. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Brown.
They're not ready.
Buzz.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
On first down, it's gone. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
It's just me and you.
Super one.
Right over there. Right over there.
Now gone.
Come on.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, and that will force a turnover on down.
It's a turnover.
The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that play, or did they all into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
You got him. You got him.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Check. Hey, lock it.
Check 3. Switch.
SOS.
Another run by Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Here we go.
They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Check three. Check.
Fair. Shoot.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved at him like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The end was 21 yards. Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to let it fly.
Watch number 33.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10 again from the 41.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand